I had therapy this morning and I had my bonnet on. You're gonna feel nostalgic, bitch. Hey y'all, welcome back to A Therapist with Naomi. My name is Naomi, and today we're really gonna get into how to feel like what you're doing right now matters, even though you're not where you wanna be. And while we do that, I'm gonna get my face together. Do not mind the hair. I just twisted it and put it up so I can do a twist out later. So I don't have cotton, like flat cotton wipes, because when I went to go get them the other day, they didn't have them. That's all they had. The girl went to Dollar Tree because, you know, why not? And the reason I wanted to talk about this today was because yesterday was my first official day as I left my job. Well, not really left. I went down a part-time to my full-time job, also a DoorDash and Instacart. I'm working on growing my audience across all my platforms, and I've been working on some UGC content, getting my portfolio ready for that so I can get into that field. That will help bring in more income. So your girl loves the snail music, right? Everybody should be honest. This is really good. It's hydrating for your skin, right? You see how much I have left. You see how much I have left. This is really good for getting that kind of glass skin. And to be honest with you, I didn't think that my skin looked as good as it did until I went to a hotel. The lighting was everything. And I was like, oh. I'm not saying my skin is perfect or anything like that, because you can see these marks and stuff I got on my skin. My skin looked like I got a facial, essentially. Sorry, I apologize. I have ADHD and I'm just all over the place today. So yeah, yesterday I was filming some new UGC content for my portfolio. You know, at the end of the day, I got a lot of stuff done yesterday, but I did end up feeling like I was doing really didn't matter. I ended up feeling like where I wanted to be. I was just like, this is the pits, and I'm not really feeling it right now. Story short, I ended up taking a hot shower, getting my mind right journal, hung out with my boyfriend. Felt a lot better, but we're not going to be here long today. I just want to give you all some quick tips about what you can do to feel like what you're doing in the present to build to your grand goal is what really matters. Like, the first tip that I'm going to say is you're laying the groundwork now for what it is that you're building. This is the most important step. What you're doing is going to get you that end result that you're looking for, right? Whether it's, you know, to attain more money, to be financially free, to have more assets, to grow a following on social media, to change lives, to give back, whatever the case is, whatever you're trying to do, you need to start from the ground up, and you can't just snap your fingers and then you're going to be exactly where you want to be. It doesn't work like that, right? It's just really easy to forget, easy to see people that are exactly where we want to be, and we can feel like what we're doing really is small potatoes compared to these bigger people with bigger audiences. But they had to start somewhere. They had to start somewhere. We have to start somewhere. So we need to be okay with laying the foundations, laying the groundwork. What we're doing right now really freaking matters. And essentially, I'm not saying that what you're going to be doing once you level up is not going to be as hard, but this is the hardest part, because you're really trying to work on your mindset. You're trying to work through the insecurities, the doubts about what it is that you want to be doing, right? And number 2 is you're building consistency with your habits. Like, right now, you're really trying to build that established pattern of what it is you need to get done in your routine for the person that you want to become. And that's going to take a lot of time and consistency. You're doing things that you have never done before. You're doing things that the old you, or maybe even the present you, never thought you'd be doing. And with that comes a lot of mindset shifts and a lot of back and forth with your current consciousness about who you are and who you are not. So it's just going to take you some time to really stay on your P's and Q's, to be honest with you. I think it's really rare that I think a lot of people can snap and become the person that they really want to be overnight. It's just not realistic. And you're also building resiliency. More often than not, you're going to be quitting your dream a few times, maybe even in a day, a few times a week, a few times a month, maybe a few times a year. And not full on quitting, but just and maybe not even full on quitting, but just really doubting and taking a big break because you're burnt out and you feel like you're not seeing results and you just want to kind of come back to yourself. And that is okay. When we come back to ourselves and we take breaks from the things that we love because we need some us time, we end up having the things that we learned along the way being reflected into the the things that we're trying to do. We learn how to pivot. We're really getting a deeper understanding of ourselves in this time as we're building. And I will just flat out say, I am nowhere near exactly where I want to be in life. But I will say I heavily manifested everything that I have right now. I have my own space. I have my own car. I have a loving partner. I have a cat. Like I was manifesting that bitch. I don't know where she at though, to be honest with you. I'm doing content creation full time. Like, I'm bringing in more abundance. Like, these are things that I've been dreaming about for so long. And I'm doing it because I'm passionate about it. I know that the end result is grander than me. And I know that it's all attainable. I've seen it happen for other people. So why not me? Why not you? We just have to keep at it, because realistically, time is going to pass anyway. And whether or not we're doing something, that's on y'all. And whether or not we're doing anything about it, like we're doing anything with that time, is on you. The third habit to feeling like what you're doing right now matters, even though you're not where you want to be, is realizing that your journey, what you're doing right now, what you're building, is what makes the end result worth it. And I often will be like to my boyfriend, I just want to jump like 3 years into the future because I know I'll be a lot farther into my journey. And he'll be like, well, it's not the point. And he'll say this really lovingly, so don't like take it any sort of way, but he'll just be like, I think you should try to be as present as possible. And this is things that I know, and I tell him like, yeah, I am working on that. And urge sometimes for me to just to be at a point where I'm like, oh, I'm monetized. Oh, I'm bringing in sponsors and brand deals. I'm traveling, We're just not there. And that is okay. Like, I'm where I'm at right now for a reason and a season. I'm learning things along the way that's going to help me elevate. I'm learning things along the way that is going to help me pivot. I feel actually very fortunate to be building with somebody that is also building and is also striving for more. See, your girl look like real dewy. Like real dewy and glazed. See that? And the fourth and last tip for feeling like what you're doing right now matters, even though you're not where you want to be, is understanding that you're training yourself to become the person that you do want to be. I said earlier, like, this shift is not going to happen overnight. And you really have to understand the ins and outs of the person that you want to become. A lot of times I feel like there's a really big gap between who we are now and this like end result person, or just who we envision as like a higher self of us, a higher version of us, or a higher value version of us, right? It's simply like you don't know who it is you actually will become in like 5 years, right? You just think you have an idea of who you want to be, and you might even pivot 10 times before that happens. I'm here, and this is who I am when I'm here. When we actually reach the level that we're envisioning right now, we won't feel any different. Like, we're just going to feel like you right now, actually, because by then we're going to have newer goals. And I'm not saying that to be like, you might as well just give up on manifesting. Like, no. I'm just saying that when we reach that level of where we see ourselves now, we're going to feel probably the same that we do now. And that's why I think it's really important to work on being in the present and understand the journey. Like, you're going to have new goals. You're going to have new heights that you want to reach. And you're going to have, like, I cannot get this fucking... And you're going to have new friends, new relationships, new yada, yada, yada. But you really have to work on being happy with where you are now. And it's still not on. That's what I get for buying these cheap Shein necklaces that I can't work. First of all, this is not even the hand that my main hand, and the little clasp. The clasp is just really not. We got it. I'm so proud of myself. It took like 20 minutes. Shout out to my coworker, Chica. She got me this. She's Afro-Latina. She got me this bracelet from Costa Rica. It says Costa Rica, but I don't think you can really see it all that well. But hey, mommy. She got me this. Oh, she did not give me this. I got this off of Etsy, I believe. Necklace off Shein, earrings off Shein, this off of Shein. This is a fake septum. And actually, these two crystal bracelets are from my spiritual shop, which is in the link down below. But yeah, that's really all that I wanted to get on here to say to y'all today is what you're doing really matters right now. Like, I know it's frustrating. I was frustrated yesterday, and I'm still like every day I'm like, okay, I really just hope today will get me that much closer, and it will. You have to be patient. You have to really understand that time is a figment of your imagination, and you showing up as the person that you want to be right now is, you're technically the person that you want to be if you're showing up as that bitch. So be easier on yourself. Give yourself more grace, and understand that if you can't be happy in the present with the shifts and the changes that you're making and the things that you're adding to your future, you're building upon, then there's an internal shift that's much deeper that you need to take. And I'm not here to shame anyone. I'm not here to judge anyone. I'm not here to be like, you're unhappy and you're unhealed and you need to fix that. This is coming from a place of love, because I've been there. This is coming from a place of, honey, I'm working on myself along with you. I had therapy this morning and I had my bonnet on. Like, I thought about staying in bed, but I was like, I gotta get up. Like, this is not it. This is not it to stay in the bed for my therapy. And she gonna be like, my therapist gonna be like, is everything okay? I am about to head out and hang out with my boyfriend, and we're gonna spend the day together, get some food, watch a little TV, watch some movies. I think he wanted to watch some new alien movie on Hulu that I'm not very excited about. I want to see it, but I'm thinking I'm going to be scared about it, and I'm not great at scary stuff. So I told him, okay, we're going to have to watch The Grinch after. That's the caveat. Like, we can watch this movie that you want to watch, but we're going to watch The Grinch after. And he wants to watch The Grinch too, so I'm not making him do anything he don't want to do. So again, just to recap, the 4 things that you need to keep in mind to understand that what you're doing right now matters, even though you're not where you want to be, is, number 1, you're laying your groundwork for your future self. Number 2, you're learning how to be consistent with the content and the things that the workouts, eating, whatever it is, whatever you're building towards your brand. You're learning how to be consistent and more resilient as you pivot, as you learn how to pivot, and as you learn lessons. And as these setbacks happen, you understand, like, I got this. I'm building confidence. I got this. I'm resilient. I got this. I got this. Number 3 is the journey is what makes the end result worth it. What you're doing right now is worth it. That's the fun part. You're going to look back when you're at the level that you want to be at right in this moment, and you're going to be like, oh, I wish I could go back, because you're going to feel nostalgic, bitch. Number 4 is you're training yourself to show up as the person that you want to be in the future. Whoever you want to be, give yourself permission in this moment to be it now. Do the things that's going to align you with that version of yourself that you want to be. What is that person reading? What is that person eating? What is that person doing in the morning? How do they have their night routine? What are they doing throughout their day-to-day? Who are they communicating with? How are they communicating? How are they reaching an audience? These are just things that keep in your mind for when you feel like you're not showing up as the version of yourself that you want to be. Because truth be told, you are, and you need to give yourself more credit. You need to be shouting at yourself. You need to be giving yourself affirmations. Like, bitch, I did it. That's what I did this morning. I was like, okay, I'm a lot further than I thought I am, than I feel like I am. When I started my business 3 years ago, I thought I was going to be a lot further financially and everything than where I am right now. But I am so fucking proud of myself because I did that damn shit. Like, I got filming gear. I moved out kind of because I had to be honest. I got a car. She left me the car when she passed. I got a partner. I got a boyfriend. I got a podcast. I have a YouTube, and I got an Amazon influencer program. And I'm working on UGC content. Like, I pivoted so hard. When I first started my company, I thought I was going to be doing health and wellness monthly subscription boxes. And that is not at all what I'm doing right now. And eventually that might be something I would go back to, but that is not at all what I'm doing right now, because I learned how to pivot, because I learned how, I have these different interests. And I'm at different stages in my life right now where, I realize I don't want to do that. I don't want to go to a brick and mortar every day and have to sell my products. I want more freedom. I want to be able to create and go and do. I'm trying to put y'all on. Be patient. Realize your blessings when you get them. Really take time out of your everyday to hype yourself up and be like, I got this. Look how far I've come. Before you know it, you're going to be exactly where you want to be. And I want you to come back to this video when that happens, be like, bitch, I made it. Because I know that's what the fuck I'm going to do. Like, bitch, I made it. All right, y'all, I got to go. The next video I will be doing is going to be about liquid vitamins. I talked about it in my last video. If you don't know how to cycle sync, go watch that video. I'll link it. and that will put you on to how to go with the flow of your hormones, what to eat, what to do for exercising, what you need to be like, just things that's going to make you feel better in your whole like cyclic phase, because it's not just your menstrual cycle. Like, you have so many different phases. You have like 4 phases, and if you don't know what to do for each phase, then you're going to feel like, damn, why am I not staying consistent? Why don't I have the same amount of energy as I did last week to do all this stuff? You're not supposed to, bitch, because that's not how our bodies work. And then stay tuned for the video about liquid vitamins. Your girl's a vitamin girly. I'm a vitamin girly now. Okay, bye, y'all.